Wednesday, y'all. I am going to go over a couple things that we've been working on in our business, getting SOPs built out, getting KPIs, better tracking of our KPIs. We're building out an operating manual too. So essentially what we're going to be having is all of our SOPs, everything we do pretty much in our business, we're going to have it all set in a operating manual so that whenever we hire somebody, they could just look at everything and say, hey, go to page X, Y, and Z. This is how we comp a deal. This is how we do this. This is how we do that. So we're setting all that stuff up. What I wanted to show you guys too, if we were, I was doing my bi-weekly sales call last night inside Leah. I do sales training inside Leah and stuff like that. We were talking about a couple things, and a lot of people were asking me picking markets. How do you pick markets? What's the best way? They're only picking like 20 markets, figuring out the sell-through rate for like 20 markets, and then just picking one. If you guys haven't used it, you got to check out Land Insights and sign up for the demo, right? Hit get started, basically get your name on the list. And then once Sumner opens up more seats, you can hop in there. Click here, you can see the demo of actually how it works. You can see the whole 9. Also, when you click this, when you go in through here, you're going to get this. Where are we? Right here. You will get access to the landinsights.co 7-figure market selection secrets. So all these modules will be given to you. You can learn how to use them, how to go through Land Insights, how to do everything. Highly valuable right here. This is how we're picking our markets, and it's working out swimmingly. It saves us so much time, so much effort. It's absolutely worth every penny. So definitely click this little get started button. I'll drop this in the comments. I believe there's a few more seats open. I don't know. We have to hop in there. If there's not, I would definitely get on the wait list. If there are seats open, this is the step. This is your next step. Do this, pick your markets, and that's that. Cool. So let's get going. I'm going to show you. Just had a deal come in. I was just comping it real quick. Doesn't really look like it's that great of a deal. You can see right here, here's the property. They emailed us in and said, they'll accept our offer. Now looking at this, yes, totally not a good deal. You can see it's just on the side of a mountain. 1, no access to. It's just kind of a mess. So I don't think it's going to be a deal. But I actually did get a text. I'm going to just do this real quick while I got you guys on here. I got a message from somebody. He's got a property. Let's see. It's in Madison County, MS. Madison County, MS. So when people send me deals, this is somebody in another group that I know. He basically he knows that I do land, so he sent me this deal. I don't actually ever need to know like where the deal is. I don't need to know any of that stuff. I just need to know the county and the size, and then I could go ahead and give a price. So I'll show you real quick how I would do that. Let's see. So Madison County, MS, 15 acres. So it's 15 acres in Madison County. I'm going to look here. I'm going to go land. I'm going to go 10 to 20. And I'm going to see the 2 homes. Okay, so it's not too busy in the last 2 months, but let's go back 1 year. I'm actually going to open this. If you guys haven't ever used this, let's see. Open. Saving window. Sort by lot size. So I'm just going to go through here. Let me add a little music. Add a little bit of music. Cool. All right, so I have these 18 right here, sort of by lot size. So I'm going to go this Pebble Pricer right here. Clear all. I'll hit save all. Now these are sorted by lot size. I'm going to take out some of these smaller ones. Average price 198, median average. So we would exit this around 200, let's say. So I'm going to tell him we could probably offer between, if we're going to sell for about 15, let's say 15 acres times 1,300, 13,000, 195. Before I go ahead and tell him that's what we could do, I want to do this. I want to look at some of these properties. Whenever you're comping a deal, you want to look at how you would list the property and see how long it took to sell. So like you look at this one, this is, some decent photos, all that stuff. 20 acre zone commercial, okay, zone. So this was August. Look how long this took to sell. August 10th, took 3 freaking years. Not a good comp. Let me go back. $15 acres on the lake. This is how I would probably list the property. You have good pictures, all that stuff, good description. So listed, sold in a month. Perfect. Love to see that. Hey, what's up, Rob? All right. 19 acres. Small pond, power lines, gas, good aqueducts that used for GIS maps for all different counties and parcels. Sure, Vic, I'll show you. Cool. So this looks like a good property. Let's see how long this took to sell. Last sold, took a month. Amazing. All right, I'm pretty good here. So what I'm going to do now is just tell the guy that sent me that message about what the range I could pay. So I'm going to say between 15 acres. If our range is 13K top end, I'd be able to pay 13,000 times 0.4, 5,200. 13,000 times 0.7. So 9,100. 13,000 times 0.4, 5,200. So what I'm gonna do? He sent me an email. He sent me a message, and he basically just said, "Hey, I got this property. Somebody I know is looking to sell it. And are you interested in buying it?" So what I'm going to do is just tell them that, yeah, we'll buy it. We would be paying for, we'd be paying in this area, 5,700 to 9,100 per acre. Man. Sweet. Cool. See what happens. All right. So, Hervik. So what we use is ID Land. If you look down below, it says it in the description. This is MapRight. Same thing, same website. Used to be Land ID. So we use this. This is all of our mapping and stuff like that. Shows all the parcels and parcels, whatever. So if I have any kind of APN or anything like that, so I'm going to go in parcel ID, go to the county, whatever county it is, type parcel ID, and it'll pull a map right up. So if I zoom in right here, I could grab a county right here, take a look at it. It's a 12 acre, almost 13 acre parcel. Here it is. There's all some of the information about it. I think MapRight's about $40-50 a month, something like that. Totally worth it. We use it for all this because I could do overlays. I could do 3D mapping on here. I could see like what the land looks like and all that. So let's say I am in there's North Carolina. Let's go to like this place over here. Something more mountainous. So let's take a look at this guy. You can see like this is more mountainous over here. So I'm going to turn on my 3D. And you can just see like all the valleys, peaks, and everything like that with the property. Really helps you visualize everything. In addition to that, go here. Overlays. I could do FEMA floodplains. I could do, soil types, summits, gaps. So I could do all the types of soils. Kind of guess by looking at that, I could figure out a little bit of like what would happen there with like perk tests and stuff like that. So here's all the floodlands, everything like that. Any wilderness areas, anything that's like deemed protected or wilderness, wind farms, everything, all these different things. You could also change your maps. You could do hex aerial, different satellite views, infrared topo. Here's vintage topo, modern topo. This will tell you basically topography of the parcel, tell you what the rise is. So from here, each one goes up. You kind of guess, this is 1500 to 1700. It's like a 200-foot rise over that span. So this is a great app. Land ID, we use it all the time. Okay, cool. So leave that. This actually seeing this, I actually think I might mail this county now. Let's see for sale. Let's check out Land Insights and see what Madison County has. Hey, what's up, Michael? Awesome, bro. Dude, stoked to work with you. Got to come into our sales calls when we do them. I'll have to come hang out with you. Community is awesome, dude. I love everybody in here. They're so good. Everybody's just so chill. Everybody's looking to grow aggressively. I absolutely love that. Cool. So here we go. Let's look at these. MISSI. Let's look at Madison County. Okay. It's decent. It's not in a crazy good market. Let's see what the 3 months are in these counties. So let's set some standards here. So let's go with out of available. Let's go sold 6 months. Do 20. And I want to see 0.15, 15% in the 1 month. Ooh, that zeroed it out. We got nothing. All right. Franklin County. Well, a little slow. Let's check it out. This is how we'd pick a market, guys. We'd go into land insights, look at it, and then we kind of go through here. We go Franklin County. Let's go land. I want to check sold, so I want to check land. I want to check 5 acres plus. Nothing in the last 3 months. Non-disclosure. All right, so let's try. Let's try different county. Let's check Copia. Okay. So it looks like we got some non-disclosure stuff. Just makes it a little bit harder to comp. Not a big deal. Nice land though. Okay. Might do some Mississippi at some point. Mississippi. All right, cool. Cool. Let's go over a couple things I'm doing. So, going to drive. So we've been working on our SOPs. These are all our old ones. These are old SOPs. And what we've been doing is picking markets. Here's how we do all our pricing. This is our pricing SOP. All this stuff. This is prepping mail. Everything here. So basically everything we do for prepping updated, pricing, prepping, uploading to Pebble. All this stuff is written out. And then we do upload list to Rocket Print, our Rocket Print mail. Everything's there. Lead intake. So this is what I wanted to look at. So Pat Live answer for us. Okay, so find lead, Gmail, look for a set of 2 emails for a particular lead. I'm not sure what this means. So add lead info for Pat Live answer for us. Okay, open the page. Have a log app and okay, search VPN, click VPN. Check if owner's name, surname matches up. Add notes, copy the lead info. Nobody clicks in the notes section, plus save. Okay, go to the owner section tab. So this is basically all the steps we do when we get a lead. Goes through, and we're gonna add this in. Now the reason why we outline this so diligently is I want to basically hand this off, click by click, to another a VA or whoever's doing this, right? So they basically come in, and we don't have to do anything. That comes to verify offer. So okay, add concert will update as soon as Loom becomes available. Okay, so I think I have this Loom. So I'm gonna go to my Looms. If you guys aren't using Loom, it's absolutely amazing. That's one of my favorite apps ever. I do everything on here. So let's go account property. So I'm going to copy this. So SOPs, so Michelle. Just hit her on Slack. So I'm just going to message her on Slack and just let her know that we are good to go on that. Okay, so I'll figure that out. So update boundary, find the parcel. Okay, so parcel, update parcel, upload land ID pick. Okay, call lead, update, add pertinent notes. Okay, so we got these. I go to this. Let me add. Oops, that's not it. Deal walkthroughs. No, that's not it. Public archive. Okay. So these are, so what I do too on Loom, a lot of times I'll record all, like every time I do a seller call, I'll record all of them. So here's seller call, Craig and Haas, Brian Paris, everything, you know, all the people I've been calling. For the most part, I do it. I haven't done it. Or actually I've been doing it. I just haven't marked it and put it into this folder as of recent. Let's see if last time I did one yesterday or 2 days ago. Going through all that stuff. So we have, I do all those. I do seller calls and stuff like that. It just makes life so much easier because I could add context to everything. So I go here. I could go into this. I could add any context I want inside and before and after the call. So, hey, this is Pete Parrish. I had a conversation from Dennis, cash for land, property. We talked to his son's just buying airport. Okay. Really helps with everything. So highly recommend using Loom to record a lot of your videos. It's definitely awesome. Check this out. So Michelle, one of those, that's cool. All right, let's check. Bob, hey Bob. So we brought on Bob. Bob actually met me through here, and he's joining our team, and so is Jackie. Jackie and Bob, hello, welcome to the team. We are building slowly, you see that? We're fast, I don't know, slow, fast, we're just building. All right, cool. So let's do, all right, so let's do add channel. Let's create a new channel. You guys aren't using Slack. This is basically, so let's go home. We put everything in here. So let's go add channels, create a new channel. We're going to call this SOPs and operator. Manuel. Cool. Add. Perfect. So, hey, Michelle. Link to Loom to how to comp a property. Please check it. Also, I have lots of recorded sales calls in the Loom vault. You can reference to help build out the SOPs and manual OM. Cool. Slack is awesome because now I can communicate to everybody. It's all in one spot. We can do all our logins, everything like that. We save everything in here. And any deal, we could do deals under contract. We could do whatever we want, basically. Any stuff you want to do, we could set it up here, and we link other. Here's another Slack I'm in. So, and there's another. That's another business we're in. Cool. Add any pertinent notes. So this is pretty substantial. Love it. Love to see all this. Call lead. Add county link. So who's that? Hervik. That's you were asking to a GIS map. So look up the GIS county map. This is our SOP for this. Look up the county GIS map, search for the APN, copy the parcel from the GIS map, paste it into the new notes and properties page. Alternatively, add the GIS link, check off the action list. So if you go just Google, hey, GIS map for Madison County, it should come up, and then you could search the APN and pull all that stuff out. So you can do that. That's free. We like ID land better for, the general comping of stuff and all that. Cool. So we got DD. So due diligence. So I'm going to start writing out a quick thing on, actually what I want to do, picking markets. So let's go to this one. So let's go to this one, picking markets. So these are our parameters for picking markets. So pending 15, 16, 5 sold in the last month, or pending 20 sold last selling. Look at Redfin. For DOM. Less than 90 days. So actually, I'm going to do this while we're here. Check price to make sure. I'm going to record a loom on this. So that I could share this to Michelle, and Michelle will go ahead and build us out a beautiful SOP for this. We're eventually going in and adding pictures of everything and screenshots. So it's like on the list. So pretty stoked about that. And that'll be in our either Notions page or something like that. Notions, you could build out your full operating manual and everything like that. So it's like when somebody onboards, super easy. Here, share, look, read all this stuff. So we're building out a Notions page. We're going to get started on that. And that's going to be like basically where our operating manual lives. We'll include pictures and everything. I think I could actually show you this Notion. Cool. General. So, let's see. Here's another Notion. We're part of Recland process. So this is really cool. You could add, once this all loads up. So new lead intake, you could add all your stuff in here. Here's all your pictures, find new leads, open Pebble CRM, go to lead, click all this stuff. You could add contact info. It just tells you how to do everything, basically. And it's just clearly lined out and defined. So we're actually going to have Michelle build this out. We're not sure if we're going to use this or a different company yet. We are looking into different ones. So we do like Notion, but we're going to see what else is available. So there's that. But for now, we're just building out our SOPs so we go back and make that stuff easier. So picking markets. So I'm going to go here. Let's go record a loom real quick. So I'm going to go back to LI, Land Insights. Okay. All right, so if I hit loom, this is what I do. So I go cameras on, let's go HD Pro Web. All righty then, here I am. All right, let's see, that should work, cool. Start recording. All right, so I am going to show you real quick how we're picking markets and what are the parameters we look for. So let's go in here. Let's start with I usually like to, this is land insights. We go into land insights. I'm going to go to this STR 0.2 to 100 area. Find in here. What I'm going to look for first, I'm going to start with a state in mind. So when I'm picking a market, I don't want to just come in here. I mean, you could just go through and just, let's see, sort all this stuff, the 1 month, the 3 month, all that stuff. And kind of go through all this stuff. But I could also look at a state, whatever. But what I really want to do is set my criteria. So we have, let's go back to our SOPs. I like 15% when pending or 1 month. So what I'll do is I'll set this up 0.15. On here, it's going to shorten up that list. I really like at least 50% in the 3 month. So I usually do one or the other, 15% or I do 50% in the 3 month. I'm actually going to do 50% in the 3 month because I find that metric's a little bit better for me because it shows me more of the total market, not just the immediate market. So there's that. Now let's take a look at this. So my next thing I'm going to look at, keep clicking the wrong one. I usually like to see at least 5 sold in the last month, 20 sold in the last 6 months. So let me go sold in 6 months. I'm going to set 20 as my number. And this is going to show me every county in every state. So let me just put myself up here. Hello, myself. I'm going to go through all this stuff and kind of look at these counties now. I was looking at MS. Let me see. No, Mississippi's going to be a little tough. I do like Mississippi, but it's going to be a little tough to do because it is some non-disclosure stuff. So Missouri as well, Franklin County, Minnesota, Maryland, Maine, Kentucky, Henderson. Let's check out Kentucky. I like Kentucky. So I'm going to go here. So once I've kind of looked at this stuff, I kind of pick a county. Let's say Henderson. You got 29% in the 1 month. You got 76, 152. You have 17 available, which is light, but you do have some really good solds. I mean, the demand is there. So let's check it out. So I'm going to go to Redfin. I'm going to do Henderson, Kentucky. So I'm going to do Redfin. I'm going to go Henderson County. KY. Now, first thing I look for is my sell-through rates. Second thing I look for is I'm looking for homogeneous pricing, so I can price a county really simply. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to go 1 year. And I want to look at this area, but I just want to look at a specific acreage range, so 5 to 10 acres. And I want to see how that acreage range is trading. All right, so I don't have a lot of comps. And already I can tell you this is not a great county. 2 is not homogeneous because I got these are off-market sales, so I don't really know what it's sold for. So already that's a red flag. Updated land insights. Data and land insights is updated every single month. Okay. Yeah, so it's a little more homogeneous here, but I still don't have enough comps. So I'm going to go back to land insights and I'm going to pick out a different county. Let's check out Kansas, Kentucky. Let's look at Kansas. Jefferson County, Kansas. I've never looked at Kansas. Jefferson County, KS. Big old flat. All right, let's check out what's been going on the 5. Yeah, not enough, and it's also non-disclosure. So we'll skip that one. Indiana, we talked about last night in our sales call. Indiana seems pretty good. It looks like by the eye, it looks pretty good. But when I go to look at it, I actually see that people say that it's really hard to get deals in here. So let's look for this because a lot of people are like farming this, so they all know what their land value is worth. Okay. It's not enough sales. Let's go back. All right, so I'm going to look at main. Let's set some more parameters. I want to look at so we got 50. All right, that's good. Actually, that's good. Let's sort by sold in 1 month. How many properties actually sold in 1 month? So Arizona, Arkansas. You got Colorado. Let's see what Colorado's doing. Colorado's gonna be a little mountainous. Let's check out Walker County, Georgia. This looks solid. All right, so go into here, Walker County, GA. All right, I'm already liking what I see. Let's just check out 5 to 10s, and I want to see how homogeneous this is. Okay. So obviously, when you ever see like a white area on a map, it's going to be priced higher. But overall, let's see. So we got 123 for 6 acres. Let's go up to the county, other corner. 140 for 6 acres, so pretty close. 101 for 10 acres, so a little higher. Let's see, 140 for 9 acres. Okay, a little pretty close, not terrible. All right, 150. What's this 150? I basically am looking for a couple properties trading about in the same price across the county, right? And that's kind of going to just tell me, is this homogeneous? So you got 7, it's 10K an acre. Look here, 9,500. It's like 11K an acre. Let's check out this. This is 10K an acre. 11K an acre. Okay. This looks relatively homogeneous. So the next step I'm going to look at, I want to see if once I know, okay, it's got good sell-through rates, it's got all that stuff. Now I want to take a property and look at a property that is similar to what I would list it for, right? So let's look at this. It's got good pictures, drone photography, all that stuff. Looks pretty nice. Nice clear land. So that's pretty much how I would list it. Let's see the description. Okay, they didn't have a description now. They did at some point. Oh, here you go. Due to high interest in the property, highest and best. Oh, wow. Okay, that's what I like to see. High interest in the property. That's amazing. Go to sales history. Look at this. Listed active, and it went pending in 4 days. Boom. We like this county. Okay. I like that. Let's check another one. Cool, that's not loading. Don't know why. Let's try it again. All right, cool. So same thing. Pictures are decent, and not amazing. There's 51 of them, so you know they did a lot of pictures, which is good. 9 acres, 60K, a little low. Let's see how fast they sold it for. March 28th, listed active, price change 64. So. Okay, it took a while on this one. March, so basically April to July, so that's 4, 5, 6. It's like 4 months. Not terrible. I prefer 90 days or less days on market for my average sales. So it's my preferred. I won't look at that because I don't have any pictures. Don't look at that. Let's check the 75K. Okay, I like this because this shows like improvements. I usually like to do improvements on properties. Let's see how fast this one sold. This is also a recent sale, which I love to see. Okay, listed active September 26th, and it sold on November 1st. Freaking great. Actually, no, it sold 30 days. Okay, this is the county I'm doing. I like this county. So those are my parameters. I'm going to look for my sell-through rate, make sure it's good. I typically like to look at the 3 month, 50% or above, or 15% above in the 1 month. Then I'm going to look at, is the county relatively homogeneous, so price is easier. This one is kind of has some outliers. Nicer land, you got some 140s and all that stuff. It's arguably nicer land. That could be why. Let's see how long like 140 sold for. Let's just check. Okay, so they listed it high and just sat on it, and that's why it sold for that. So I would probably be listing it low and just get it out the door. That's my mentality. Buy it low, sell it low, just move on, go to the next one. Get away from hustle bustle. Okay, so sales history 140. So listed active, yeah, look how long. This is listed new 152, sold in April. So still okay. So I'll do Walker County. So what I do, so after we pick a market, I'm gonna go into Drive. I'm gonna go into, you go into either mail prep or right now we're in training still because we're working with Bernardo. It's Bernardo, county pricing. And I'm going to go here. I'm going to take mail prep V2. I'm going to make a copy. Okay, and I'm going to rename this Walker County GA. Okay, perfect. Now Bernardo has more data that he could go through. And then that's pretty much how we'd pick a market. We'd look at that stuff. I would look at all this again. I mean, we could track all this stuff more. Coweta County, Greene County. Let's check out Greene County while we're here. Let's check out Coweta too. Coweta. Land sold 1 year min max. Let's do 5 acres to 10 acres. I want to see how stuff's trading. All right, so Coweta County is going to be tough because this is a really busy area right outside of ATL. If you do get a deal here, you're sitting on like land bank money. This is a great county to be land banking in, but you can see the price disparities are all over the place. Just because of where it is. Anything that's on the highway on the 85 is going to sell for way more, or pretty close to it. See, this 3 million, it's in the white. Anything on the outskirts is obviously going to sell for less. But you can see it's definitely a in-demand market. So let me try doing this. I'm going to try going within 3 months. And I'm going to check to see how many sold in the last 3 months and check how relatively homogeneous it is. This is what I like to see. Okay, this is picture perfect homogeneous, right? I see 125. Let's see for a 7 acre. I see 165. I got 155. I got 145. I got 150. I got 165. See how all 5 of these or 4 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, all traded like almost exactly the same, and they were all across the county. Love that. So essentially, what I would do here is I'm going to pull this separate and just pull everything outside of here. So go Coweta County and just pull everything except for the center area. Or I would probably pull the center area as well and just price the whole thing and mail it. Yes, we're going to do Coweta County. So we're going to go here. I'm going to make a copy. And I'm going to rename this Coweta County GA. Okay, great. All right, Bernardo's got work. Love it. So that's essentially what we're going to do when we're picking markets. Okay. So that's what I'll do is I'll create these looms and then I just basically send them to my VA. My VA will go through and pick SOP picking markets. my video, go through this video and use either the description, analyzing whatever, use the description, go through all this stuff, figure out exactly what we want to do. And she'll write down every step. So I'll share this with her, copy this, Slack, and SOPs and manuals. SOP for picking a market. Okay. Cool. So some of the other SOPs that we're building out. So we got that one. We're going to do pricing. We're going to do this. Lead intake, DD. I did Looms on DD already. DocuSign sending a contract. Okay. So DocuSign sending a contract. I'll pull this up real quick. We log into DocuSign. I'm just going to ask me again. Now you could use Sign Now. Sumner suggests that below. I'm just used to DocuSign. I've been using it for years. So I'm just kind of used to it. So we're going to just stick with it. Check these. Let me resend. Nancy Miller. Who's that? Nancy Miller. Yeah, resend them. Anyways, let's go here. When you're looking for homogeneous pricing, what's the price range you're looking for? I noticed that an example range maybe 100 to 160K. Yeah, I look for, so like let's say everything's trading like let's say 130K is the middle. I'm going to look for 10% above, 10% below. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be exact. But if you think we're pricing on a percentage essentially. So if we're saying the average price in the market is 130,000 for a 5 acre, we're pricing at 55% of that. So the price difference between 145,000 versus 140,000, once you do 55%, it's not much. So we get pretty close. It's never going to be perfect. I've only seen like very few counties that are like on the money as far as it comes to price points like that. So yeah. All right. So we have, I'm just going to pull out a junk lead and I'm going to just pretend to send a, contract out. So we'll just take Ola here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this. So we're going to go into here. I'm sorry. So let me record this so I can make the loom. Let's start recording. All right, so I'm going to show you the SOP for DocuSign, using DocuSign. So I'm going to go here. We're going to pull up the lead. Here's just the lead right here. I'm going to hit start on this, creating an envelope. So I'm going to upload. I'm going to grab from use template. Now, depending if it's a single signer or if it's a land contract 2 signers, we're going to have that. So I'm going to just say this is a 2 signer. If you're using 2 signers, you need to have 2 emails. Be sure you know that. So you go into recipients. So I always make myself number 1 because I want to make sure I review it before we send it, just in case there's a mistake. Seller 1 will be, I'll just put myself again, Dennis. There's an email. Seller 2 will be Dennis. I'll just do Rob a cash for land. Okay, there's that. So this is the signing order. So basically it goes, me, the preparer, I want to get a copy of this first. So it's going to basically, I hit send, it gets sent to me, I review it, I hit sign, I put my name on the bottom, I'll show you. And then it goes to Dennis Yasko here, then it goes to Rob, and then it comes back to me the last time as the buyer to actually put my signature on it. So once I put all that stuff in here, I hit next. Now what it's going to do is show you all the stuff. So the preparer number 1, me, Dennis Yasko, is going to be yellow. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to take all my parcel numbers. And so this is this. So you click here to go paste. You have to go put it in this right box to paste. If you want to type, you could just type it on the left. So this is 21.34. So you could see here 21.34. Address county. So we're going to put the county. So this is Warren County. And see, since these don't have addresses, we're going to put 21,000, whatever it is. Make sure you put 00 or 00 or whatever the cent is. I usually do expiration date. I'm going to do usually like 7 days from today's date. So we're on 29. So let's say... Go back. 29 is today, so tomorrow, next week is the 6th, so do 12/6, 12/6, I can't believe it's 12/6 already, 23. Okay, and then right here, I put additional information, so anything that's pertinent, confirm property as deeded, legal access, confirm flood zone, confirm property is clear of debris, and whatever you want to put. So whatever information you want to put here. Okay, so that's all done. Contract's done. This is it. All our stuff is in here. You can read through everything. Right here is where we're going to have to put in our information in, and then we'll sign this later on. Now, if you wanted to pre-fill any of this stuff, so let's say I go to here, I could go and select this stuff and pre-fill this for the seller. I could put Dennis Yasko here. And then I could go into, so like seller name, signature, and I could put in there, owner, sellers, Dennis Yasko, they're going to sign, owner. Seller 2, name, you could go to Rob. This is going to be Rob. So I'm going to click the box he's in, Rob. Now, you don't have to do this stuff, but if you wanted to, you could. You could just leave it blank. Basically, when they'll get it, they'll go ahead and sign it. So I'm going to hit send. Now it's going to send it, and it's going to prompt you right away to ask if you want to sign your first portion because you're the first one up. So here you go. It's sent. Let's hit sign now. So now I do this for a reason because I want to purposely preview this, the whole contract, to make sure I didn't mess anything up. So I'm going to hit continue, and here you go. Here's the APN. Here's the acreage, county, purchase price, 12/6, expiration, confirm all this stuff. Okay, everything looks good. Fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and put, cash for land, USA, LLC. And then I hit finish. Now the buyer is going to get an email. It's going to look like this. Here you go. Dennis Yasko via DocuSign. Complete this DocuSign contract. So this is what it'll look like when the seller gets it. Now you can put any information here if you wanted to put anything, anything here. You could write anything in, a little note, message, whatever you want before you send it. So let's hit review. So here's how it would look like for them. They would get this, and then basically they could go ahead and start signing it. Actually, I'm sorry. This went to this email. So here, Dennis wants you to complete this document, DocuSign. So here you go. Let's hit review. And here's how it would look. Basically, now they're going to click I agree, hit continue. And once they're ready, they could hit start. So they could read through everything, hit start, fill in. Okay, that's already done for them. Sign. Dennis Yasko, adopt and sign. Owner. Perfect. Fill in. Address. They're going to put their address. So, Be Cool Street. Whatever. NJ Rocks. Finish. Okay. And you could download this if you wanted. So you would hit no thanks if you don't want to. And that's pretty much it. Now it's going to go to the next person in line who was robbed for this purpose, and then it comes back to us on the third person. If it's a single signer, it's exact same steps, except you're only putting one recipient in the front end, and that's pretty much it. So you can see here's the contract. I could see, okay, I've already signed. Now Rob needs to sign next, and that's that. Once you've already sent it and somebody's already signed, you cannot correct it. So if you sent it, nobody signed it, you could correct something if you make a mistake. So there's that. So let's go back home. I'm going to just show you single signer real quick. So start creating envelope. It's the same exact process. So we're going to go upload, use template, and land contract single signer. So there's also land assignment. There is JV agreements. There's assignments. There's where is it? Memorandums, all that stuff. Single signer, go here, add selected. Cool. It's going to add selected. Then when you go to recipients, you're going to only be able to put yourself, a recipient, and then ourself again. So that's pretty much it. That's how DocuSign works. Cool. Perfect. So we use Rocket Mail because it's cheaper, and they'll allow us to do like color for free upgrade and all that stuff. So that's why we use that. It's just better. We do really like Pebble for mailing because when you look at Pebble for mailing, it's actually pretty awesome. Let's go to properties. So let's say I go county. Let's say I have a field. I want to just do 60 acres to whatever, 60 acres plus. I have 3,452 properties in here. So what I can do is I can select all, and then I can hit export all, download. Well, that's not what I wanted. Download link file. All right, now I could go into, so that's, I could download them all, or I could just hit create campaign, select all, create campaign, call this 60 plus, save. Now let's just go ahead and create a campaign. So this is going to check on everything. Anything that's 60 plus, that's we've already priced out, all this stuff is going to be here. If I wanted to adjust anything, I could do, not mailed, failed, submitted, whatever. I could take all that stuff up. I could adjust my price right here. So I could do it by percentage, price per acre, whatever the case may be. I could say, let's go up 5%. Adjust, or select all. I would just adjust price percentage by 5%. Let's say adjust all the records. So it's going to adjust our offer, and then we could just basically hit activate campaign, and then we hit activate campaign, and it'll start mailing. It is fantastic. I do like it. It just is more expensive. I could also do a split, an A/B test, half and half, split campaign. Go here, and then once I split my campaign, I could set, activate campaign and say, let's send, this whole thing aerial postcards with send 100 a day, send it in print type, let's do color, double-sided yes, all that stuff. And I could hit preview. It'll generate the preview. I could take a look at it before I go ahead and hit send and see. So it is really nice. Just when we're sending volume, we're sending 20,000, 30,000 pieces of mail a month, and more. We're obviously continuing to grow. We keep sending more. It's going to get very expensive. Thanks, Mike. Have a good one. Yeah, we went a little long today. So it's going to get, it basically is like, it kind of eats into our budget. So you can see all this. This is basically what it would do. Cash or vacant land, whatever you want to do. You could do that. So it is nice. I really like it. But for 10,000 letters, I could probably send 12,000 letters if I send it through Rocket Print. So that's why we haven't really been using Pebble that much, which does kind of stink, because if you look at the dashboard, it looks like we haven't done anything, because all of our stuff comes in through through Rocket. It doesn't come in through here, so it doesn't look like we've added any deals. Doesn't look like we've sent any letters or anything. No, our ROAS is 0. We have no ROI numbers, nothing to show, because we don't do anything in here. So we do everything else outside of this. So yeah, cool guys. So that's basically how we're building out our SOPs. We're going to continue to do this stuff consistently, and we're trying to get to having a full operating manual before the end of the month. I'd really love to get that done, so that come January, it's so easy just to turn buttons on. Right now, for instance, we're trying to get Bob brought on. I just haven't had the time to really get him going, and I need to do that. So next week, I'm going to really get him going. We got him into Slack. We're going to get him going into Loom and all the access and other stuff like that. And once he's in there, he can start watching some of the seller calls and, just kind of seeing what we do and letting him play around there. So, and then we'll get him onto Pebble. We'll add a seat for him and all that stuff. So we just have to onboard it. We just haven't done it yet. So that's pretty much it. So what we're doing now, SOPs, KPIs, all this stuff. Make sure you guys if you're not tracking your KPIs, do track them. It's one of the best things. What you measure gets managed. If you're not measuring, you're not going to manage stuff, which means you're going to start falling flat on your face on things. So awesome. I will see you guys next week, same time. Hop on in, talk about it. And if you guys also wanted, I'm on my page. I also do a couple things there too. We're going to be flipping a house. I know this is the total opposite of this stuff, but I haven't never actually documented my A to Z house flipping stuff, but I'm going to be doing a couple now. So I figure I'll just document it and just show you guys how I flip a house and why I like land better, basically. Land is so much easier than flipping a house, and my return is way greater, especially my return on time. So cool guys. All right. Have a good one. See y'all later.